Hey everyone! Today we're diving deep into a YouTube video
Oh, yeah.
about someone who's built 10 different income streams.
Nice.
It's pretty impressive. It got me thinking, not necessarily that we should copy her exactly, but like
Mhm.
how could we apply these ideas to,
Yeah,
maybe diversify our own income?
for sure.
So she's earning over $84,000 a month,
Wow.
which is, a ton of money.
Yeah.
But what really caught my eye was the variety of ways she's
Huh.
making money.
Yeah, that's always interesting.
What stood out to you?
I think it's really cool how she's blended like the online stuff with
Yeah.
real estate,
Yeah.
you know, and she's even using credit card rewards.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, like squeezing extra cash out of everyday spending.
I like that.
It just shows that income can come from unexpected places.
Absolutely. Okay, so let's start with something familiar, YouTube.
Yeah.
She's making like $800 to $1,000 a day from ads alone.
Wow.
Pretty good, right? But she also mentioned YouTube Shorts
Oh, yeah. Short.
and how there's potential there, especially
Yeah.
for people who maybe don't have like a huge following yet.
I think that's a big opportunity.
Yeah.
It's like a whole new game on YouTube.
Totally.
She mentioned YouTube's paying up to $10,000 for popular shorts.
Really?
Yeah. So even if you're just starting out,
Mm-hmm.
there's potential to earn something.
Have you ever thought about creating videos like YouTube or even TikTok?
I've dabbled a little bit,
Yeah.
but seeing her success
Right.
makes me think maybe I should give it a real shot.
Me too. Okay, so let's move on to real estate.
Okay.
She talked about something called house hacking.
Uh-huh.
I'll admit I'm not totally sure what that means.
It's actually a really clever strategy,
Okay.
especially if you want to lower your housing costs
Mm-hmm.
and build equity at the same time.
How does that work?
Basically, you buy a property,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And then rent out a part of it.
Oh, I see.
So she's planning to rent out the basement of her new house
Mm-hmm.
for $2,000 a month.
Wow.
So that basically covers her mortgage
Oh.
or even makes her a profit.
So it's like turning your living space into an asset that's making you money.
Exactly.
I like that. And then she said she's turning her current house
I know.
into an Airbnb.
So smart.
So that's 2 real estate income streams right there.
It shows she's thinking ahead,
Yeah.
both short-term and long-term.
Mm-hmm.
Like, house hacking is more of a long-term thing,
Right.
while Airbnb can bring in money faster.
That makes sense. So for someone listening,
Yeah.
even if they don't have the money to buy a house right now,
Right.
maybe they have a spare room they could rent out.
Exactly.
Or even try that Airbnb arbitrage she talked about.
Oh, yeah.
Where you rent a place specifically to list on Airbnb.
Got it.
It really makes you think differently about the space you have
For sure.
and how to make it work for you.
It's about being resourceful, right?
Totally. So she also mentioned earning money from credit card rewards,
Well,
around $300 a month.
It's not bad.
Not bad at all, especially since it's passive income.
Right.
She's just using credit cards for things she'd be buying anyway.
Exactly.
Some of the cards she mentioned were the Discover Cashback,
Mm-hmm.
the Citi Double Cash, and the TD Cashback Visa Infinite.
Yeah, I've heard of those.
I'm kind of intrigued by this.
Yeah.
What's the catch?
The key is you got to use credit cards responsibly.
Okay.
You have to pay off your balances every month.
Right.
Otherwise, the interest will eat up all those rewards.
Got it.
So yeah, it's passive income, but it takes discipline.
Good point. Okay, let's jump back into the online world.
Okay.
TikTok is making her a cool $5,000 a month.
Wow.
She's using the TikTok Creator Fund,
Oh, yeah.
which is kind of like YouTube ads.
Mhm.
And then she's also doing sponsored content.
Brand deals.
Exactly.
That's where the big money is.
Yeah. She said she even made $5,000 from one sponsored TikTok.
Seriously?
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
crazy what's possible on these platforms.
Yeah, but you got to have a large following. That's key for sponsored content.
Definitely. Now, this is where things get really interesting.
Oh?
Drop shipping with TikTok. $30,000 a month profit.
What?
I know, right? It sounds almost too good to be true.
Yeah, for sure.
But she explained how it works.
Oh,
It's all about selling products online,
okay.
but without having to keep any inventory yourself.
Oh, I see.
So you're basically the middleman
Wow.
between the customer and the supplier, like AliExpress.
Oh, clever.
Yeah. So she's using TikTok to get people to her Shopify store
I got it.
where they can buy the products.
Smart.
So she's making these TikTok videos showing off products,
Yeah.
getting people excited,
Uh-huh.
and then they click the link in her bio to buy it.
Makes sense.
She even gave an example of a TikTok account selling air fresheners.
Air freshener.
I know, right?
Yeah, okay.
But they're making over $10,000 a month just from air fresheners. It's wild.
That is wild.
It's all about finding the right niche and being creative with your content.
That's the key.
I bet there are some challenges with dropshipping, though.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
We'll have to get into that later.
Okay.
Now, I'm really curious about this property management business she mentioned.
Yeah, that's interesting.
It seems like a good move,
Mm-hmm.
given how much she's already doing with real estate.
Absolutely.
Sweet.
It's like she's not just relying on the online stuff.
Yeah, sure.
She's building something more stable.
And diversifying.
Exactly.
Okay, on to online courses.
Oh, cool.
She's teaching courses on the stock market and drop shipping
Right.
and making about $8,000 a month from it.
That's awesome.
I know. She uses a platform called Thinkific to create them.
I've heard of that.
It's pretty cool.
Makes you realize everyone's got something they could teach.
Right.
Like, what are you good at?
Yeah, exactly. What could you teach others?
Yeah.
Okay, now let's talk about the stock market.
Okay.
She's using a buy and hold strategy for long-term growth.
Right.
And then she's also investing in dividend stocks. Dividend stocks?
For passive income?
I love dividend stocks.
That too. It's
Yeah.
like getting paid just for owning a piece of a company.
Exactly.
She's making over $1,000 a month in dividends alone.
Seriously.
Yeah. Some of her holdings are Coca-Cola,
Classic.
Wisconsin & Johnson, Ryokan, Enbridge,
Okay.
and some Canadian bank stocks.
Nice. Diversified portfolio.
Right.
Yeah, spreading the risk.
Now, last but not least,
What's that?
affiliate marketing.
Oh, yeah.
It's where you earn commissions for promoting other companies' products.
Right.
She's scaled back a bit,
Okay.
but she's still making about $10,000 a month from it.
Wow.
I know. She's got links in her TikTok bio, her YouTube descriptions, even on Pinterest.
So she's got all these little income streams
Exactly, like a little river system.
flowing from all these different sources.
I love that analogy. So
Yeah.
she's basically built this multifaceted income ecosystem.
That's a great way to put it.
I know, right?
It's inspiring, you know? It makes you think. It does. So I guess the question for anyone listening is which of these income streams really speaks to you, and what's one small step you can take this week to explore it?
Great question.
We'll get into more specific strategies in the next part.
Awesome. Looking forward to it. So stay tuned.
Oh.
Okay, so let's take another look at some of these income streams.
Yeah.
I'm really curious about YouTube Shorts.
Me too.
It just seems like such a
Yeah.
really interesting area right now.
It's so dynamic.
Yeah, exactly.
And I think it's a really good entry point for people who are thinking about creating content.
Absolutely.
What I think is really interesting is how this creator is using shorts to reach like a whole new audience. Like she's already got her main YouTube channel, and then the shorts are bringing in a whole new group of people.
Like a fresh pool of viewers
And
and subscribers.
yeah, and it's so easy to get started. You don't need fancy equipment or anything.
Put it to your phone.
Yeah.
And an idea.
And the fact that YouTube is like paying people.
Yeah. the incentives are there.
Yeah, it's like they're saying, hey, we want more shorts.
Come and play.
We'll even give you some money for it.
Exactly. It's smart.
It is.
It's good for YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
It's good for creators.
Yeah. So let's say someone's totally new
Cool.
to creating content.
Yeah. Yeah.
What advice would you give them for getting started with shorts?
I think, first of all,
Yeah.
find something you're actually passionate about.
Totally.
Like, don't just chase trends.
Right.
Find something you really love.
It's got to be authentic
Yeah, authenticity is key.
because people can tell
Oh, they can tell.
if you're not really into it.
It's just not as engaging, you know.
Totally.
So find your passion
Mm-hmm.
and then experiment.
Yeah.
Try different formats.
Different styles.
See what works.
Yeah. Have fun with it.
Exactly. And of course, be consistent.
Oh, consistency.
Yeah.
It's so important.
It's like with anything.
Right.
The more you do it.
The better you get.
Yeah, and the more people will see it.
Absolutely.
Okay, let's switch gears for a second.
Okay.
Let's talk about drop shipping with TikTok.
Right.
Those
Okay.
profit numbers were pretty mind-blowing.
$30,000 a month.
Like, how is that even possible?
Right.
So let's break it down.
Yeah.
Like, how is she actually doing this?
Well, she's really smart about how she's using TikTok.
Okay.
So she's got a separate account just for her dropshipping business.
Okay.
And then she links to her Shopify store
Right in her bio.
right in the bio.
Yeah.
And then the content she's making,
Yeah.
it's all about showcasing those products.
So it's like fun videos
Yeah. Fun, engaging.
that get people excited about the products.
Exactly.
Like that example with the air freshener account.
Oh, yeah. Air freshener.
Making over $10,000 a month
That's insane.
just from air fresheners.
Who would have thought?
It's all about, like you said.
Finding your niche and
Yeah.
being creative with your content.
Absolutely.
But I have to imagine there are some challenges with drop shipping too.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
What do you think some of those might be?
Well, I think finding good suppliers is huge.
Ooh, yeah.
You don't want to be selling, junk.
Right.
Or have really long shipping times.
That would be a nightmare.
Total nightmare. And then choosing the right products.
Oh, yeah. What to sell.
What to sell. There's so much competition.
There is.
You got to find something that people actually want.
Right.
And that you can market effectively.
Makes sense.
And then customer service.
Oh, right.
That's so important.
Even though you're not the one shipping the products.
Exactly.
You're still the face of the business.
You're responsible.
Yeah.
You got to make sure people have a good experience.
Makes sense.
Okay, let's move on to something else that I'm really excited about.
What's that?
Online courses.
Oh, yeah.
I love online courses.
Me too. I've taken so many.
They're just so convenient.
And you can learn anything.
Anything.
From anywhere.
At your own pace.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
But it's also cool to think about creating your own courses.
Oh, totally.
And selling them.
Like, what do you know?
Yeah.
What are you good at?
What could you teach other people?
There's something.
Yeah.
Everyone has something.
You just have to figure out what that thing is.
And then how to teach it.
Yeah.
And how to make it engaging.
Right.
Break it down into modules. Create videos, quizzes.
Make it fun.
Exactly.
And then you got to choose the right platform.
Oh, yeah.
Like she mentioned using Thinkific.
Right. Thinkific.
What do you think about that?
I think it's a great platform.
Yeah.
Easy to use.
Okay.
Lots of features.
And it makes it easy to sell your courses.
Exactly. And don't forget about community.
Oh, yeah.
Build a community around your course.
How do you do that?
Create a Facebook group.
Oh, okay.
Or a forum.
So people can connect?
Yeah. Connect, ask questions, support each other.
I love that.
It's so important.
It makes the whole experience better.
Way better.
Okay, before we wrap up this part.
Yeah.
I want to talk about something we've touched on a few times.
What's that?
Diversification.
Oh, yeah. Super important.
Like this creator.
Yeah.
She's not just doing one thing.
Right. She's got income coming from everywhere.
It's like a safety net.
Exactly. If one thing fails, you've got others to fall back on.
It's smart.
So smart. And it's not just about the money either.
Oh, what do you mean?
It's about freedom.
Okay.
Flexibility.
Yeah.
Like you're not tied to one job.
Right.
You can create a life that you actually enjoy.
I love that.
So to sum it up.
Okay.
Explore new things.
Like YouTube shorts?
Yes. Try drop shipping.
Mm-hmm.
Create online courses.
Yeah.
And diversify your income.
Diversify.
It's so important.
Great advice.
Thanks. You ready for the last part?
Absolutely. Let's do it.
All right. So for this last part, let's talk about something that can bring in money now and later.
Ooh. I like the sound of that.
The stock market.
Okay.
I'm really fascinated by how she's using dividend stocks.
Yeah. Dividend stocks.
It's like a strategy that a lot of people forget about.
It's true. You don't hear about it as much as just buying and selling stocks.
But it can be really powerful.
Yeah. And she's making over $1,000 a month just from dividends.
That's passive income right there.
It is. And she's got some good companies in her portfolio, too.
Oh, yeah. Like what?
Well, she mentioned Coca-Cola, Johnson & Johnson, Ryokan, Enbridge, and then a few Canadian bank stocks.
Makes sense.
It's a good mix, right?
Yeah, she's diversified.
Which is important.
Super important.
So for someone who's like brand new to investing, dividend stocks might seem kind of scary.
I get it. Where do you even begin?
I think the most important thing is knowledge.
Okay.
Do your research.
Understand what dividend stocks are, how they work, the risks, the rewards, all of it.
So don't just blindly follow what someone else is doing.
Exactly. It's your money.
Right.
You got to be comfortable with the choices you're making.
Makes sense.
And I would say a good starting point is look for companies that have a history of paying dividends consistently. Strong financials and a business model that you understand.
That makes sense. So she said that Kraft Heinz is paying her like 3.64% annually.
Yeah.
Is that a normal return for a dividend stock?
It really depends on the company,
yeah,
the industry, all sorts of things.
So 3.64% is...
It's decent.
Okay.
But you can't just assume that every stock will perform the same.
Right. That's why diversification is so important.
Exactly. And don't forget about compounding.
Oh, yeah, compounding. That's where the magic happens.
Like a snowball.
Yeah.
It just keeps getting bigger and bigger.
You reinvest those dividends. Buy more shares.
More shares, more dividends.
It's awesome. Okay, before we wrap up the whole shebang,
yes,
I want to go back to something we talked about a lot today.
What's that?
Multiple income streams.
Oh, yeah.
Like, even if you're investing in the stock market.
Right.
You shouldn't rely on that as your only income.
Exactly. It's all about balance.
So it's not just about building wealth.
No.
It's about creating a life where you have options.
Options, freedom.
Yeah. You're not stuck.
Exactly. You're in control.
That's a good feeling.
It is. So we've covered a lot today.
We have YouTube Shorts, real estate,
drop shipping, online courses,
dividend stocks,
even credit card rewards.
It's amazing all the different ways you can make money.
It is. The key takeaway, I think, is not to copy her exactly.
Right.
But to be inspired.
Yeah.
To get creative. Think outside the box.
Don't be afraid to try new things.
Exactly. And start small.
Yeah, you don't have to do everything at once.
One step at a time.
Consistency is key.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So I guess the message here is you have the power
to create the life you want.
I love that. Thank you so much for joining us today.
It's been a pleasure.
We hope you've enjoyed this deep dive
into the world of multiple income streams.
And that you feel inspired to take action.
Go out there and make it happen.
Until next time.